So last week was a fairly slow week for mods, and that's why we didn't actually have an episode of Mods Weekly, but as you could probably guess, we are back this weekend with another episode of Mods Weekly. The basis of this series is I show you the best mods to come out each and every week for Fallout 4. It was a stacked week. I mean, we got some real high quality content. Some mods that are like being waited on for months and months are now getting released, and honestly, there's not really much for me to say. Let's just jump into the first mod. And that first mod is going to be the Wattz Laser Gun. This is probably the greatest weapon mod ever made. Just simply everything about it is good. The visuals look amazing. There's a bunch of different attachments that are unique and custom, but really make a lot of sense to appear on the gun. There's a bunch of different paint jobs, which I'm showing you right now. Even there, I'm only showing you like half of them. There's a bunch more options for you to choose from. And even beyond all that, the animations and sounds for this gun are simply breathtaking. These are some of the coolest unique animations I think we've ever gotten in Fallout 4. And again, I mean, there's only so many good things I could say. This gun is just the complete package. It has everything that you're looking for in a weapon mod. It's a laser weapon. It's a weapon from a previous Fallout game. It takes advantage of Fallout 4's weapon customization system in cool and unique ways. It's not just a recreation of that old weapon, it's actually an improvement on it with its own little unique customizabilities to it. If you haven't downloaded this mod already, and I know a lot of you guys have, even just looking at Nexus, it has 13,000 unique downloads, which is a lot for only a few days. Go and download this mod. It's a ton of fun to use. It's an awesome weapon mod, both visually, the sounds are amazing, the animations again are just really setting a new level of what to expect in this kind of new generation of Fallout 4 modding. And honestly, just looking at this, I can't help but think this is what I would have wanted from Creation Club, is content of this caliber. This video is not going to be about Creation Club, and obviously this is a totally free weapon. I'm happy that it's free, but if we saw some weapons coming out of Creation Club that really pushed boundaries forward, that made it so we got some of those awesome weapons from previous Fallouts, but with their own unique animations, customizations, then I would be glad paying for this. I would easily pay money for the Wattz Laser Gun, and I definitely think Bethesda should look at this as an example. As I was actually filming this video, we got the release of the Elite Armor. This is going to be another mod that's part of Beyond Boulder Dome. This was a much larger mod for Fallout New Vegas, adding in a whole bunch of new world space, some new quests, and of course a ton of new weapons and armors. This is one of those armors. The images for this mod don't do it justice. Hopefully my video is capturing it in a better way, but it's a really good looking armor. One of the things I really like about this is it feels very naturally fitting in Fallout setting, especially with the mod I'm using right now. That's going to be Dust Bowl Overhaul, making it deserty, but even further, it just looks like something that you would see a bunch of different enemies wearing. It is kind of a hybrid between some clothing over a bunch of steel-plated armor, stuff that looks pretty defensive, things that will actually protect you, but even further, there's a little gas mask and gas tank combination on the, of course, mask and the back there. If you're living in the post-apocalypse, you're going to want to breathe some clean air. I'm not going to trust what you find out in the Commonwealth. You don't know what you're going to find out there. Just really, everything about this armor is extremely high quality. I just wish there was some more customization, which hopefully we'll see in future updates, but even just this base model as you get it right now is awesome. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really surprised by this one. I didn't think I'd love it as much as I did, but after downloading it, I think this is gonna be one I use for a long while and something you'll see in the background of a lot of upcoming videos. So we have the R91 Assault Rifle. This is another one that has been long awaited and very anticipated. This is going to be part of the larger mod, the Capital Wasteland project, that aiming to add in Fallout 3 into Fallout 4, including world space, weapons, armors, even some quests hopefully. So of course now we are getting the R91. This is going to be much simpler. It's not going to be as expansive as far as the weapon mods go, but it still is a great looking weapon. The textures and the model here are really top notch. It looks amazing in Fallout 4. Definitely a lot better than it did in Fallout 3, but the part of this mod that I really love, and I honestly think this has the best assault rifle animations out of any of the weapons we have right now for Fallout 4. Both the sprinting and the reload animation are just so fluid and nice, yet exaggerated enough that they feel distinctive. It doesn't just feel like another set of AK or AR animations. These feel, again, really distinct, and I really like them. Especially the sprinting animation. I just feel like it looks good, and it feels really natural. Whether you like this gun for the nostalgia factor or because of how cool it actually is, I would definitely recommend downloading this one. Also, you have to have something good to balance out your Wattz laser rifle because not all enemies are as susceptible to laser energy. So if you weren't happy with those other two weapon mods, we also have the AKM. I'm afraid this mod's going to get overshadowed due to the releases of the R91 and the Wattz, but it really doesn't deserve to. It's much simpler. It's actually reusing some of the animations from the AK-74M, as well as a number of the mod authors that worked on that other gun did work on this one, but this still is an extremely high quality weapon, and I really do like this, especially the visuals. Even though there's a pretty scarce selection of attachments, I feel like the ones that are chosen to be included do look really cool, as well as it is taking advantage of blue tape, which looks really good on this gun, as well as the custom bayonet just flows with it quite nicely. It also features some pretty unique scopes, which definitely are going to make this stand out from the pack of the rest of the AKs. Honestly, if I was someone downloading an AK mod right now, I would pick this one. Even though it's really simple and straightforward, I feel like it has everything you want from an AK mod, as well as a few options that give it its own unique flavor and flair. This thing's definitely high quality, and don't just overlook it because of the other new releases this week. I would definitely download it, give it a try, give it to a companion if you don't feel like using it right now, because I definitely think you'll enjoy it. So then we have a pretty interesting mod. This one's going to be Knockout Framework. Basically, what this is going to do is make it so now when an enemy is at really low health to the point where you will bash them with your gun to kill them, instead of killing them, it'll actually knock them out. This works with, again, gun bashing as well as melee weapon bashing, so you could use a melee weapon also and just beat an enemy down. Once knocked out, you could actually loot them, you could wake them back up, or store them on your player as a body. More so than anything else, again, this is meant to be a framework. Although it does have its own implementation into the game, it's really a mod that's meant to be used by other mods. But without a doubt, it's still really cool being able to knock out enemies at the end there rather than just outright killing them. You can then proceed to kill them if you'd want to, but this also works on essential enemies, so you can knock out Preston Garvey if you don't want him just kneeling down for a little while. All around, it's a cool mod, and I want to see more uses of this in the future. I definitely think this thing has a lot of potential, and although its current implementation is a little bare bones, there's a lot of room for improvement. So then last but not least, something I did show you earlier in the week that did get ported over to Xbox One is the RaiderQuadBike. What this is going to be is the best implementation of a kind of vehicle mod into Fallout 4 right now, adding in a new crafting table to create these little Raider quad bikes that you can travel around on. It's a little bit wonky, but again, this is going to be the best implementation we have right now. There's a few other mods doing similar things, but they're not as well balanced. It's more of like you just spawn this thing for free. Well, this one you have to actually get the supplies to craft the crafting table, and even further, creating these quad bikes is fairly expensive. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. There's a ton of great content to download. I definitely recommend you guys do so. I know there's a lot of weapon mods, but these are some really high quality weapon mods. As always, again, thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys all next time. Later.